Welcome back to another video. Man, you're too slow. House. Let's check this out real quick. Let's win this game today. Alright, that's good. Boom. Alright, so last game we only against the Falcons. So let's go. So we don't have a first round bye anymore. Unless they lose, then there might be a 50% chance. Don't think they're gonna lose the last game. We can check in a second. So, Hartford. I think the Bills win, and I think the Steelers win. Then to be Bills versus Steelers. Um. Three. Okay. 13-2. 13-2. Schedule. Week schedule. Okay, so this Bills. Ravens. No. Steelers and Browns. Steelers win. Let's hope. Like, win for us, please, Steelers. Let's do this.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, look at
We'll
that.
see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 40.
We have people injured, right? Broke ribs, so he's out for the season. Not that bad.
43. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's win this game, boys.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down from the 21 and 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Fighting through, and he's got space. Then he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys have been coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I got that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. He did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers. And they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The Charger ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first-round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry, their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
I told you I was start running.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. And try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Chargers 3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Not really well.
To lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
That was good.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Steps away. And going deep. He's got it at the 15.
17.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
This is the play. Bye. So.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
What? Yeah, I am.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. Here is Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
21-3 is your score after 1.
Score, Chiefs 21, Chargers 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Gonna throw right side here. Complete.
Herbert's pass.
3 yards to gain there. 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Eckler. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely.
Does his running back have an X factor?
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Only the receiver. Kenny.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage.
That's what I'm trying to do.
This defense is really flown around in the
My
first
defense is
half.
good.
They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
I do that play.
Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Why would he try? I still don't understand what he was trying to do with that spin juke. Like, that was a good spin juke. Oh, well, wasn't even good.
Long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
21, Chargers 6.
Dying 26.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
I see the one that gets them into the end zone.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of them working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Yep.
Warnock 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover. These great receivers, they have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. And eventually taken down here.
No one was open.
Downfield. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out.
Nope.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
That game not end until like 6 o'clock almost. It was like 5:55.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Herbert. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. On
is the Chargers punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39.
I really thought that would have been an interception because I just lobbed it up. But I thought the running back was triangle because he's usually triangle.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
At the 32-yard line.
Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Chargers 6.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Los Angeles.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jarvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up 4th down.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Oh, next season I'm gonna do like one game every week.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
So next season coming up, I'm going to do game one game every
protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Now
After this game, I'm going to take a shower and all that. Then I'll hop on again. Probably make another one.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Second and 22 and at the 22-yard line. Little minus 59 seconds after the first quarter.
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And
I think they get ball now.
Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
I'm at in third quarter. You guys know me. Cut off the third quarter, the second half. I think they get ball.
Eddie Pinheiro set
now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across
7-9.
the 20, but not by much as he's
11-4,
14-1 at the 21.
take over first and 10.
You know,
KC
come back.
offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than
all we gotta do
halfway
is just
there
find out
in the
and see what.
quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll
If we
tell
win
you,
and they
I had
lose,
no
I'm
idea
pretty
how
sure
many
we'll have a
yards I
bye.
had.
Right.
Those guys have an
It'll be a
innate
50-50,
sense of where
50-50
they
chance.
are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Suck it, dude. Looking at the best.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime.
2 quarters took 54 minutes.
Yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to
It said
make his
lob,
throws from
so
the
I just
pocket
lobbed it. I
because they
tapped
knew
it.
He was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. His pass caught
tried.
at the 4.
It's good, it's good.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup between Miami and Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drew Brees at it again. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars.
14-10.
Phillip Rivers has thrown a touchdown there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's do it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump
They need
up
to
the pace,
score
maybe
2
go
more
2
times to
minutes.
win.
Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Then hold us. Or they can
Here,
score 1 and make it 3, and they'd be losing by
now a pass here caught
1.
by Hunter Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end.
I would like to buy for this season, for this game. Oh, and when we have buys for the one, for when we have a regular season, I just won't play that game. I just won't play it. They won't know.
So from 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Herbert's pass.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Nice.
Sideline here is complete.
Did he get the down? Oh, he did. Okay.
This time. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Yellow tape on the bottom options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
The 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
If I was up by 50, then I'll start blitzing. Just
now Herbert off the bootleg.
Oh my God.
Open man, it's Allen. And he takes it
But
all the way
we are
down
up
to
by
the 3.
a touchdown.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Basically 2
Feel
touchdowns.
the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it. Down around the 2-3 yard line. You gotta love the effort, and especially the big play.
Make it, it'd be 20. It'd be 27, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's it. Now I just have to make.
1st and goal, and they gotta be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert.
Dang.
Right. It's Allen.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Charger touchdown.
We good, boys. We good.
Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called
let's
that
see if we go for it.
frozen.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy.
I'll be
Sometimes
26.
you throw a
And then
touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown
There you go.
strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Come on, let's stop them. Come on.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful.
Okay, now we up by 30.
They're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet. Said,
Hey, boys,
"Go for
it's
it."
good,
It's a
it's good.
three-point game.
They're-
They did.
And sometimes you just throw out time of the game. You
Good.
don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. Now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
We good, boys.
Now
No
after
reason
the
to panic.
touchdown, here's
Third quarter,
Pinheiro to kick it
good.
off. Here's Hardman on the return. And now a little across
no
the
reason-
25 to
there's
the
no reason.
27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
10-16. They lose my 6 points. Look at that. Last first.
1st and 10. Here's
Do us one
Mahomes.
favor.
Oh, incomplete. The turnover would have really
Sorry, I was looking at the Steelers and
intercepted. Instead, it's
Browns
just
playing.
2nd down.
I just been paying attention to
I
it.
know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it.
Come on, boys.
and
Do
blocking
something
it
here. Let's
and
do
turning
something.
it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come.
He didn't throw it.
Get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the
Jeez.
first half trying to slow them down.
Louise.
But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chiefs.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I'll tell you what,
ahead
this
then.
defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Come on, boys.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 3rd and goal and still a long way to the end zone. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 13 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Butker now to add the extra point.
Butker, come on, Butker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Let's go.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
Because he has his X factor. Oh, he doesn't?
In other places as
almost.
How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other
double
people
team
that have big games as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Okay.
He will lose yardage and be
He was in line of scrimmage. Sorry, I was like, wait, what?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Herbert's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On first down,
Try to throw it now. Who's that to?
Right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think the cameraman's trying to play football.
You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds.
19-7. Oh my God.
Make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throw over the middle, taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Have you guys seen a steal scheme yet?
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert.
That's the only game I'm really worried about.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
10-16. All right.
In the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Not much there, only a yard.
I didn't charge my watch last night. I forgot to, so it's at 45%. I wonder if it will last all day.
Whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd
Defense.
down.
Defense.
Third down.
Again, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
But at the same time, okay, I want the Steelers to win so we can have a bye. But at the same time, if the Steelers win, I don't think we have a bye. It all depends. It'd be like 50% chance.
It's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Oh, we both scored once in the third quarter. I was like,
Eckler running it.
I just didn't have the ball for almost 15 minutes. I was confused.
And that'll make it second down.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7.
It's Eckler again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Third and 2, Herbert.
Wow, wide open.
And this is caught. He's got
Okay, boys.
Touchdown, LA.
They're down by 1 again. They just need a field goal to tie it up. We good? No more panicking. Let's go. We good.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
It's right. 28-31.
Here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
We good, boys. We good.
Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get
I had the ball.
You really
I
do,
forgot.
don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get
I forgot I had the ball. I was thinking, like, this dude's not going to snap the ball.
The burden of the play caller.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I was so confused for a second. I was like, wait, he's not going to run the ball now?
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes.
And I was like,
he takes it up to the 40.
We got the ball.
First down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
If that was right there. Sorry, I'm tired. If that dude wasn't right there, dude, we would have went past him and probably got another touchdown or made it close to an end zone. Ooh. You know, you don't even have to press triangle to jump over them if they're on the ground. It does it for you. Oh, this is only third quarter. 10-24. Steelers, do something. Come on.
Now an option play on second down. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Of course, it's Watkins again, right? It wasn't even that hard of a hit, dude. He just picked up and boom.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Pretty solid.
We didn't get it.
That time as he scrambled,
we didn't get it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Last week, 21. This week, something. Let's get Hardman back in here. Okay, Hardman's quick.
The Charger drive about to get going.
He did get injured last game too, but I didn't see that game. So.
Touchdown last drive, then their defense gets him the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
36 yards on the play.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Jeez. Oh.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen.
Come on.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
We're winning by 3. So all we have to do is hold him 2-3. Nice.
About 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Austin Eckler, the Charger ball carrier. Derek Nottie on the tackle.
All right. Last quarter radio.
21,
3, 10, 7, 15.
With more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 4th quarter right here, boys. Let's play our butts off for that next 15 minutes.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Short pass caught by Henry, and he'll be out of bounds just inside.
I was ready to put him back to Notre Dame.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first before he's
bro, whenever we do that, we never get it.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think half the time when it's a close game like this, they want them to win.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They score, we have to score. No doubt about it.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here.
Oh my God.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Herbert's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
And they had it get there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
What's Sammy Watkins doing out there?
Just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Thank you.
That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
I tried hit triangle when I noticed he was open.
Sacked back at the 22.
It's alright, Boys. We good.
Sack number 12 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
We good, guys. We good.
The O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
I know this triangle was open right when I see him coming, so I'm gonna go hit it. Once I see people rushing, I need to stop trying to throw bullet passes. Like those gets me all the freaking time.
After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I tapped it, and he's like going to throw it.
In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd.
We have to do something here now. Let's do something here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Right there.
That is caught at the 7th. Then all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
11 minutes left and 46 seconds.
23 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him.
Okay, 28, 29, 30, 35. We'd be up by 3 again if they score, so we good. Let them have the ball as long as they want, and we win. But if they give us the ball back within 4 minutes, we can try to score again.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Had a good effort on the return there. Gets him across
38-28.
33. LA set to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter.
Game's almost over, boys.
Becomes very critical. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll get this
Canning, Ailing, whatever, has his X factor. Number 13 has his X factor. Oh no, not anymore.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
I tackled my own teammate.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. 17. Let's hope this will affect him for the playoffs.
It's the 3rd guy of the season for us.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Oh my God. That one receiver was wide open.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
12 yards there and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Dude, come on, boys. Let's get him.
It means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys
Dude,
are
who
making
cares? We can
yardage
just
after
play
the
with water.
catch to help you out that way.
Backup.
I mean,
There's something
the
about
whole
backup
team has
time.
picked it up, and don't forget that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well too.
Everyone dialed in. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Second and 1 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun.
Intercepted. Game over.
One that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's a legit run down the clock now.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to stand up for a second.
Situation when you're up in the fourth quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. And it's complete.
I wasn't even looking at him. So I didn't.
Take this to the other side of midfield.
I wasn't even looking at him.
Going out of bounds.
So if that was an interception, that would have been on me.
14, a terrific play call.
Because I wasn't paying
He's been the
attention.
go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work
Good job,
free
Edward.
from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
I was going to say, if we would have caught that, that would have been a touchdown.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Touchdown.
Able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't
Touchdown.
necessarily need a touchdown. Now
24-9.
from the 23.
The Falcons lose to the Bucks. So
Out of the gun, Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
touchdown.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to... So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
To the air again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Touchdown.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
15 yards. First down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Again, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
All right, this is
Keenan Allen
run down the clock.
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Let's just hold the ball right here.
Now after the touchdown,
Let's run down the play. Let's
Let's
run down the clock.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this
13-27. Steelers lost.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
29-yard
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea
Let this play run down.
Out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
35-38, we up by 3.
If you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now we'll see a timeout.
Of course they're going to keep. Now you're going to keep doing timeouts.
Right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this
use all your timeouts. Go ahead.
Well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's going to be a
I use my timeout when the play clock's slow, and I know to, like I do, whatever. Or if I'm losing, now I'm on offense.
We get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally.
They can waste all the timeouts.
But it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes
Call it.
at the 49.
Thanks for calling all these stinking timeouts, stupid.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Mahomes to throw. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more
GG,
when
boys.
they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me
that was a good game? 35-38, lost by 3. They lost by 3. We won by 3.
Out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they
35-38.
jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Kansas City, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.
Yes, sir. You are right there.
I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
So long. Hold on, guys. Oh, we go against the Colts. What?
Sometimes you need the
Guys, now we got the Colts. What? No, I'm good. Alright, I'm good, close. I'm good. Alright, let's check this out. Because it's kind of crazy. I got it too backwards though. Alright guys, we got the Colts now. And the Bills got the Bengals. Oh my god. Guys, see that? Jeez. We got the Colts. What happened? How come we don't have the Bengals now? Actually, I don't care. We haven't played the Colts. I don't want to see how good they are. So, Bengals, we haven't played the Bengals either. And we haven't played the... Okay, we haven't played every team on this side except the Bills. We only played the Bills. And the Bills were... They got 28-7 in the first quarter. And came back and destroyed them. 70-55. So, let's check out what the coach can do in the next game. You know, I'm kind of excited to go against the Colts. Then after the Colts, we got the with the Browns. Then hopefully we can kick the butts and go to Hill and Hill. I think Seattle will win. I think Green Bay will win, and I think the Dallas are getting destroyed. I hate to say it, but they're getting destroyed. Alright, that's funny. So, should win, Green Bay should win. Wait, yeah, then Tampa Bay should win. And, okay, we should win. Bill should win. The Steelers should win. Look at that. Boom. They 8-8, we 12 and we 14 and 2. So then after that we check who won right here and who won that, blah blah blah. So anyway guys, I'm in this episode too. If you guys enjoyed it, I enjoyed making it. And it was a good game. This was a good game. Let's see what Coach got for us. Catch you guys next one. Peace out.